Hi, my name is Thea and welcome to my channel. If you've lived in New York for a while, you've probably developed habits or traits that even you're not aware of. In this video, we are going to talk about 5 signs that you've become a New Yorker. You are obsessed with rental prices. The topic of rent is like the topic of weather in New York City. You talk about the weather, you talk about the rent. When you're in a social gathering, you don't hesitate to ask your friend, your coworker, or even a complete stranger what their rent is like. Even if you go to a party where you don't even know the host, you know their rental price first before you even remember their name. In social conversations, talks usually revolve around what line you take and what is rent like. And when somebody has rent that's less than $1,000, you either envy them or you don't believe them because there's just no way. It's just so rude to have rent that's less than $1,000. So rude. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I subscribe to this Wednesday newsletter where I get an email giving me rental prices of neighborhoods that I keep tabs on. Not that I'm looking around, but I'm just looking for validation that the place that I'm renting is giving me the best bang for my buck. I just feel validated I have a good deal. You've considered not dating someone either because they're another borough or they live more than one subway stop from where you are. So you meet a really cute guy, he has all the green flags, he has a nice personality, he's funny, easygoing, you're just swooning all over the place. I think I found one. But then he drops the bomb on you. He lives in Brooklyn and you live in Queens. Mind you, these two boroughs are butt up against each other. As I've always said this, 1 mile in New York might as well be 10 miles long. It's a city of condensedness. So it's never gonna work out. You're never gonna see each other. The commute is just too difficult to sustain. You just have to accept that an inner borough relationship is a long distance one. At least half of your wardrobe is black. I don't know why exactly how this came to be, but you'll notice everybody has no problems putting on black. Or if you peer into anybody's wardrobe, at least half of it is black. For me, black is just so easy and it's less sturdy and you blend in so well in the city. Have you ever worn white jeans in New York City? They have a lifespan of about 15 minutes. As soon as you step out that door, that timer's clicking. You better get to your date. I realized I was stuck in this black wardrobe phenomenon when I went to visit California. It was summer, so I was wearing my black cropped jeans, and since it was very hot, I was wearing a sleeveless black shirt. And everybody around me was wearing florals and bright colors, and I felt like the mole on Marilyn Monroe's face. That black mole sticking out on her white face. You know a little bit of Spanish, even if it's just a little bit. The 2019 census estimated that 29% of the New York population is Hispanic or Latino. The majority of that population speaks Spanish. It's quite well known that Spanish is the second most spoken language in New York City. So whether you like it or not, it would behoove you to know a little bit of Spanish. I happen to have a Duolingo streak of 700 plus days. So obviously, that makes me really good at Spanish. But most people assume that I speak Spanish. I often get stopped to ask for directions. Some people will preface it by asking if I do speak Spanish in Spanish, but some people just straight out come out of the gate and Spanish, where do I go? Where do I find this? What street am I on? Blah, 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 blah. What's funny is I know crystal clear what they're asking and I know the answer to their question. Unfortunately, I can't give them a clear answer. It's like Spanish filter is just not happening. It's the opposite of, when you're traveling and you need to ask directions from a local, and so you're trying your hardest to ask for basic directions in the local language, whether it's Spanish, Italian, Yiddish, Klingon, it's just not happening. But what happens in New York is I understand people. I understand what they're asking and I know the answer, but I cannot answer their question. Or I can answer their question, I can give them directions in my broken Spanish, supplemented by my amazing hand gestures. And the best part about this is that I get grammar corrected. I would say something like derecho y izquierda. And they'd reply back like, no, 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 y a la izquierda. Gracias, and walk away. At least I know enough Spanish not to get sold. What's important is you understand it. You know better than to enter an empty subway car. You learn to be skeptical here really fast. Nothing is too good to be true. Nothing. There was this one time I was waiting for the subway, and the subway arrives. As the subway passes me, car after car is full. Right in front of me stops an empty-ish car. And then I see the car behind it, it's completely full. And I'm thinking, what is going on here? I peer inside. There's no homeless person. There's no vomit on the floor. So what could possibly be wrong? What could possibly be wrong? So I step inside, the doors close behind me, and I immediately regret my life. It was the middle of summer and the heat was blasting in full in that car. Normally cars would have AC. I would take no AC, but come on, heat blasting in full. These subways get so hot in the summer that I feel like my eyeballs are evaporating. I feel like the vapors from my eyes are just puffing up into the air. It's funny when you're in a stinky subway car and for some reason or another you're just stuck there, you can't move to another car, so you just have to endure it. You have to just tough it up and endure it. You start observing people coming into the train and you see that transformation in their face from normal to contorted, especially when they're mid-conversation. Oh yeah, I saw that movie the other day. Woo! So there you have it. There are many, many more signs that you are a New Yorker, but these are the 5 things that I'd like to point out. And if you have more to add, please comment down below. With that said, that's it for me. If you like this video, please like and/or subscribe. It really means a lot for a new channel like mine. Till next time, please stay tuned for more videos.